if you're single, please, I beg you on my knees, don't marry a fool. Don't marry a guy because he has money, he's handsome, he's tall, he's this. Haven't you seen tall men become short as they get fat? I'm not joking. Haven't you seen the coolest guy before? He had a lot of hair. Soon enough, he's what? He's bald. You feed him well enough, his tummy goes out. So that tells you it's not about the physical man. It's about the content of the man, the character and the strength of that man, the fear of God in that man, his ability to help you be what God has called you to be, his ability to hear God and yield to God in nurturing you to be the best of yourself. And sometimes what you see now is not what the future holds. So some guys look like they're rich now. 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, what do you know? Some guys look that they have nothing now, or they're simple, they're about to just offer you a simple life, and everybody tells you you're insane. And that's the one that turns out great. God has a lot of surprises along the path of our life. And because we can't see that much, we need to walk closely with God through the ministries of our life. What has God called you to be? What must you do? How have you empowered and equipped yourself? How are you fighting and standing for that which you know is the call of God on your life? I didn't know too much, even as a young Muslim girl, but I knew I wanted to make something of my life. I knew certain things that I sensed. And at the right time, God made sure that He took me over so that I would be able to live the life He had prepared for me. But even before then, I had some small sense that I applied. So somebody likes me, wants to marry me. He's a soldier. I don't want to be no soldier's wife. Not because there's anything wrong with him, but I wanted to have a life, I wanted a family that would be together, and I wanted to have a full career. And as far as I understood it then, they're always moving from one place to the other. Then, at another stage, there was a diplomatic guy, and I thought, I'm no diplomat's wife. Why? Most times, the wives of the diplomats don't work. They follow their husbands to the different stations. They do some work to keep busy when they're in those countries, but they can't have a full career. And I knew I wanted to make something of my life. I didn't really know what it was, but I sensed in my life that I wanted to make something of my life. So I took hard decisions as a young girl. I said, no, I'm not doing that. Then somebody had a fancy idea that since I was a Muslim girl and there was somebody who loved me and had plenty of money and everything, I would make somebody's second wife. And I thought, me. I'm nobody's second wife. Somewhere, there's my own husband. And everybody told me, you're too smart and ambitious as a young woman. Most young men can't cope with you. You're going to end up marrying an older person. I said, I don't care. If that's the older person that is called to me, as long as he has the capacity to help me to be me. But God in His wisdom, as I stood, I met the Lord. As I met the Lord, I met my husband months before I met the Lord. Same year. I met my husband in January. I became a Christian months to my wedding. It's true. And in that year, by the end of that year, I gave my life. I got married. What I'm saying is this. It looks like, let me just marry this guy. It's a key success factor in your life. Your ability to be your spouse is key. So if you're single, be deliberate about the considerations that lead to that decision. It's not an emotional decision. It's a practical decision based on your prayers, your discernment, and your ability to look at the situation and make a call. Women love men very easily. A man that is good to you every day, you love him. And the one you think you're madly in love with that beats you up every day, you soon hate him. Choose your path. Invest in yourself. People ask me every day, how do you do so many things at the same time? I am focused on what I want to do. Whatever I sense, this is where the Lord wants me to go, I will fight for it in every way. I also have no silly ideas about being invisible. I don't know what a superwoman is. I just know a woman who loves God and trusts God and who is willing to follow God every step of the way. I have no problem whatsoever delegating things to people. I don't play to my weakness. I play to my strength. If somebody is better at something than me, I don't do it. I give it to somebody else, that person, to do. I focus on my own strength and enjoy the support of the people who are better at the things I'm not good at. Why? It's a waste of time for me trying to catch up when somebody already can do it better than me. I will play to my own strength, and everybody else has to be trying to catch up with me. People. The other part of it is people. People in your life will make a difference. People. Be sure as a woman of your network, let your support base be critical to where you're going. Find the right voices around you that will encourage you and lead you and support you in line with where you want to go.